Hey students, let's move on to Project 2. And in this video, we're going to talk about Project 2, which is a formal report, and it will go from week 3 to week 4. So it'll be a 2-week activity, and you'll see 2 different modules about this project. So first up, you start with the week 3 activities and assignments where you get started on this formal report, and you look at the introduction to this report. So in this project, you'll learn about report and proposal writing. So you'll analyze some informal and formal reports for various audiences and purposes. You'll take a look at some example reports. And then you write your own report where you identify maybe a new opportunity, a change, a problem, an issue, or an idea related to your field and or your interests. Then you write first a topic proposal for your idea with a research plan, kind of like a rough outline and a research plan for your project. And then you continue writing that into a formal report. In your proposal, you first outline your idea, your purpose, your audience, and explain your reasoning for researching and writing, and then you do more research and finish up writing that report. So to see some of the knowledge and skills and tasks associated with this report, you can scroll down. First, you'll develop that topic proposal and your research plan for the report. That will be week 4. And then you'll move in, or week 3, and then you move into week 4, where you revise and edit and submit the final draft of that report. So first things first, you develop a proposal here in week 3. This is how you'll be graded. This is a rubric that takes you through each step of the project, and you'll complete the informal and formal aspects of the report. The first stages of your report you can consider as kind of like your informal rough drafts of the report, and then by the final draft it is your formal final report. In this activity, or in this assignment, you'll incorporate information sources, so you'll find credible, relevant sources for your project, and then you also cite those sources and include information from those sources in your project. You'll also complete the teamwork and collaborative communication competency by participating in peer reviews, sharing your work with others, and following the team norms and roles we've set in this class. This rubric also includes the writing process and the audience and purpose aspects, just like in the last project. You'll have the visual elements and organizational design elements as well. You get to choose your own kind of template and outline and design for this project. And don't forget to model ethics when using outside sources in this class, so make sure you're using both full-text citation and in-text citation. So that means in your writing, you're saying where you're using information from outside sources, as well at the end of your writing, and with full-text citations and like a bibliography or a works cited page. You can see some different examples of this report from various students who've completed. You can download those original files and take a look at them. But what they'll show you are some different examples. Like there was one on a Kickstarter idea. There's also one on improving rural internet speeds in Wisconsin. And so that way you can get some ideas for what you might want to write about for this project. Probably the most difficult thing for students is getting started with a topic idea and finding good sources. Oftentimes I encourage students to write what's called a recommendation report, and in this reading and video you can learn more about that. It's where you take 2 or 3 different services or products and you compare them and then make a recommendation based on different criteria and research you've done about those products or services. For example, students have done this with like work vehicles for their companies, where they imagine that their company needs to buy a new work vehicle or a new work truck. So they'll select a couple different work vehicles to compare and then make a recommendation on which one they would think would be best for their company. So by the end of week 3, you submit your topic proposal and your research plan for this project. You can see some different examples here as well from different students, and that can kind of help give you an idea of how to complete that first stage where you propose your topic, make a tentative research plan, and a rough outline of what this project is going to be about. Let me know if you need any support getting started on the project and finding sources. So that will be week 3, the first parts of getting started on the project. Then you'll move into week 4, where you draft and complete the project. Here you'll learn more about citing your sources and using outside research. Then you'll submit your rough draft and complete 2 peer reviews for your classmates' projects. And by the end of week 4, you'll submit your final draft of Major Project 2 and reflect on your learning from this project. So that is an overview of week 3 and week 4, which will cover the formal report project. Let me know if you have any questions, you need support.